No, transmitting. I need dial-up sound. Alright. There's a notification.
You like that?
Yep, Barflies Show.
Are they going to hear our song today?
If you are listening, we are just getting connected. Please stand by.
As I pick my nose.
Please stand by.
I'm trying to sign in to Twitch.
Well, on a Friday night, we'll still start a fight. Yeah, she'll bash a bottle right off your head. She'll give you a smile while you talk for a while, but you're never gonna get in her bed. She's got a body of a goddess, mind like a man. She'll always tell you where she stands, 'cause she's been drinking with the boys, talking about them dirty things that she enjoys. She wears her shirts real low, her skirts real high, knows all the ways to make a grown man cry. Take me home to Boston.
Nashville.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Hello. How are you tonight? I was going to say, have a good night. We haven't even fucking started yet. Have
You're
a
already
great
done
night.
with the night before
Hey,
we even get started.
It came out the right place, everybody.
And I just gave you 2 beers.
Right.
You haven't even started really yet.
It is Thursday, January
Usually it's
25th.
May.
I am Bumpa,
I'm Patty Cakes.
and this is the Barflies Show. And this is show number 1 officially. The others were
So
just
you
a
don't
test,
you don't
Well,
consider last
pilot.
week?
Yeah, it was a
Why
pilot.
not? Why don't you consider
Yeah,
that
we
one?
fucked up. The intro fucked up. Everything was
But
fucked
that's
up.
part of the whole thing.
Hey, we got fucked up. But it was,
Yeah.
I had a margarita.
Oh, that's right. I made you a patty margarita.
Yeah.
Anytime. Don't trust me to make drinks.
Let me see if we
Cheers.
can find. We get the chat up. I don't know.
So yeah, so I'm happy that we're actually getting on a little bit of a groove, trying to get this thing going. Did I want to get off the couch just a minute ago? No. I'm watching the season finale of Hell's Kitchen. Right now, what's going on? And they were down to 3. They got rid of 1 person, down to 2. I said, I'm going. But no, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I can't tell if the floor is wet.
Yeah, it was over
Okay,
just
because my little
there.
sakis are getting wet. Yes, we are in the basement of our new house, in case you missed our first show.
So
And it gets a little damp at times. Not flooded, but like a little spot gets a little damp. So my toesies got wet.
I was just going to chime in that we are on multiple pages. We are on YouTube.
Okay.
We are on
What are we on YouTube
Twitch.
at?
We are
We're
on
under
YouTube
Wicked-
under the Wicked Pissa channel.
Okay.
There's a one for Barflies Show.
Okay.
And we are also on Barflies Facebook page as well as the Wicked Pissa Show Facebook page.
What about your personal page?
And probably on my page as well.
Yeah, share it. I
Yeah.
should share it as well.
Yeah.
No, how can people? Oh, also, are we on Twitch as well?
So we are on Twitch also.
Because
we
my
found
friend-
that out last
Yeah.
after last show thanks to
Exactly.
Chris B, a longtime follower.
Oh my God, Chris B has followed me or has been following me since I was a Periscope girl.
Oh.
That almost sounds like an OnlyFans girl, doesn't it? In a way. It was close. I didn't get paid though.
Yeah, right.
No,
Lack the
I'm
funds.
just joking. It was
Did
not
get
anything
the
like
pay.
that.
was,
It's something I
yeah.
would get a little intoxicated and be like, blah, blah, blah. And I actually fell asleep on Periscope.
Yeah.
You always kid me about that. I think I
That's
fell
so
asleep
funny.
a couple
That's a good
times,
one.
but that was just cool. That's how I met Jeff the drunk. and had him at my house.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Periscope. Yeah.
event.
So it was good times. Good times.
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to figure out where everybody is. I'm sure there are some people on.
Are we on anything else though?
Page. What's that?
Is there anything else? We're not on Rumble yet, are we? I know.
Not yet.
I was pushing that last time for people
Yeah.
to follow us. I don't even know if you could check that. Just trying to really branch out into even areas that we aren't familiar with, which we weren't familiar with Twitch years ago. And some people have kind of come and go on that platform. That's why I'm like, ooh, let's try Rumble. Let's try this. Let's try that. So.
I'm trying to get.
And I'm staring at a computer that's working on updates. So I'm not looking up much unless I'm on my phone.
I started 4+ hours ago.
Yeah, that's all right. We can figure this out.
Sorry.
Roll with the punches.
So, So the restream chat is, of course, not working like I wanted it to.
Of course.
So yeah.
In a perfect world.
So, let me go. I am on right now looking at the Barflies page. That's where I'm at now, but
We've
there are
had a
no
few
comments. I'll have to slide over to.
But we had a few people follow us, so that's good on there.
Yep.
It'll take us a while to build up Wicked Pissa numbers, but we'll get there.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, probably.
So Marie Prince sent a message. She can't find us.
Okay. I'm just going to have to share it again. I think it's the quickest way to get it going.
Let me, I don't know if I can.
Okay.
If I can help you out.
Yeah. For those that are watching on my personal page, it would make it a lot easier if you could click onto the Barflies Show page down below and kind of centralize all those comments. We are trying to keep it on the Barflies Show page, so slide on over to the Barflies Show page on Facebook.
Slide on over.
And that's where we'll catch up. So anyone on whatever page you're on, come over to the Barflies Show page so we can see all those comments.
Just while we work the kinks out. It's going to take us a couple
we'll
shows
work
to
that
kind of
out.
work kinks out. You know, it's almost like we're going back to square one, even though we've done this for a minute.
Previously used Restream, it was easy. All of them were on one page. I think I just have to redo the settings on that because it's been so long since I've used it.
This thing's boogieing now. So. I'm on 86%. Woohoo! I know, right? It just went from like 50 to 86. Do you have anything on your mind today?
On my mind, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Nothing on my mind.
You had like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Had daddy duty.
How about you? Are there any mind topics of yours? So.
Thanks.
Yes.
I wasn't ready for that.
Ooh.
oh, okay. I'll have to go on my phone and look it up. But I have an RIP shout out.
Who? To who?
To Jessie Jane.
Oh yeah.
An old school porn star, which I know it's funny that I'm saying rest in peace to a porn star, but she was involved in a lot. She was involved in a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. She was only 43.
Oh, that's young though.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's not young in that industry.
That's a lot of mileage in the porn industry.
Yeah, it is, and it's like, I don't know. I'd have to really look on my phone. I'm giving you just like scrapplings here. It's probably from an overdose.
Oh.
And she was a beautiful woman. My thought is she probably thought to herself, what am I going to do now? You know, I'm washed up. Because you get to, what age do you get washed up in porn before you pick back up again as a MILF or as a senior citizen that's hot or something like that? You must have like 10, 20 years.
That's a good question because I think it really depends on when they begin to show their age. You know, I think that's it's because that's important because it's when she's 40 something. I don't know. There's a cute 25-year-old on this other video. It depends.
So it was her and her boyfriend that were found dead.
Oh. Porn
star turned actress Jessie Jane has been found dead along with her boyfriend of a suspected drug overdose, according to a report on Thursday.
Like a party hardy type thing.
The bodies of Jane and Brett Hassenmuller were discovered by officers at a home in Moore, Oklahoma, Wednesday during a welfare check requested by Brett's boss. So they were probably already dead for a couple days, and if they're doing a welfare check.
Yeah.
So how long?
They've been missing in action for a little while.
Okay, so you've been on that side of the fence.
I think
So
it's typically
when
like
do
if
you
someone hasn't
go and
heard
do
from
it?
someone in like 24 hours or so, you know.
Do you do a welfare check, or is that a missing person?
It's a welfare check, is what they call it. You know, hey, so and so's at their house. You know, they haven't been feeling so good the last few days. Now they're not answering. You know, they didn't go to work or wherever they're supposed to. Can you check on them? That's a welfare check. But then there's the, you know, there's obviously the concern if they have a bad history or whatever.
Yeah, like if you know they're partiers,
Yeah.
you know, they're showing up, but every time they show up to work or to wherever, they're looking a little bit more haggard or worn around the edges, so to speak. It says it was unclear how long the two had been deceased, according to the outlet, which said the deaths were apparently drug-related. Now, how would you know they're drug-related? Is it foam around the mouth? Is it a needle sticking out of your arm?
That could be. There's so many different ways that telltale
Like, how
signs.
can you tell if someone died of fentanyl?
Same. Like there's evidence of it. So deep.
Piles
you know,
of drugs on
the
the
packaging,
table.
Yeah,
stuff
there's
like
all.
that.
You know, it really depends.
So Jessie Jane was born at Cindy Howell in Fort Worth, Texas, appeared in more than 100 pornographic movies around the turn of the century, and eventually became a host on Playboy TV. She later crossed over into mainstream fare, appearing in TV shows like Entourage, The Tonight Show, and Bad Girls Club. In 2018, she was arrested for public intoxication in Norma, Oklahoma, and 2 years later, police busted her for allegedly biting and beating up her boyfriend during a night of heavy drinking in Moore. So that must be something to do with just that industry, because not everyone in the porn industry comes from a bad background. Some women just see it and say, well, I'm hot, I want to make some money, I'm going to go do this, you know, right?
Yeah.
That's how some. That's, I think, the percentage. Actually,
I mean,
think now the
myself,
percentage
I
is
had to
higher.
turn down numerous offers, and it was extremely difficult. I mean, there was money coming all kinds of directions, you know, to do this kind of stuff.
You couldn't. Why'd you turn it down?
Oh, self-respect. I don't know.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a million different things, you know. The motherfucker.
Oh, you didn't want to share your love with multiples. Yeah.
I am a one person lover. You know, that's,
Oh, there you go.
you know, we can all talk a big game, right?
Truth.
But then when it comes down to it, it's just
Ah.
right.
But no,
So-
going back to like her being intoxicated, getting arrested for being intoxicated. It's just, you just must be so depressed, because what do you realize all of a sudden? What have I done with my life? I have no skills. But it sounded like she was trying to be an actress. But is she getting like, labeled by mainstream media or whatever that, well, you're a porn star, you're always going to be a porn star?
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, going back to intoxication, Samantha Fox. Do you remember Samantha Fox?
Yes.
What's the song?
I could care less what she's singing. I forget. I honestly forget
What's
her
the
music.
song?
I just remember the posters.
What the hell's the song called? Not Touch Me, I Want Your Body? No. What's the song?
Real quick, sorry. Rick Bailey, you are in the right place. Chris Rice, what liquid is in the jar? In my jar,
Oh, Chris
beer.
Rice. What's up, Chris?
Beer.
In my jar?
I kept it simple tonight. Hers
This
is
is-
clear, which is a super mystery.
It's water. I swear.
He's so full of shit.
I promise. It looks big. It's heavily watered down. It's vodka and polar seltzer, and my ice melted. But Chris is my buddy, my vendor buddy. I don't know if he wants to be outed for his job, but what's up, buddy? So, what's the hell's the name of? It's gonna kill me now. Naughty girls need love too. That's the song. That's the Samantha Fox song. Oh, do you know who Samantha Fox had sex with back in the day, in her heyday?
No, who?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh my God. He
just
Bubba
talked about
got
that.
Scored
Yeah,
Samantha.
because he's been like, he's
Oh.
got like moves, you know, he's a DJ,
Yeah.
even though he's a fat dude. He was fat back then, but yeah.
Oh my
He
gosh.
just talked about that on his show a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Yeah. When he hit when he hit 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Could you imagine? Could you
insane.
imagine having 100,000 people that want to watch your show? I'd be like,
Right.
yes.
Oh, build it up.
Cha-ching.
Hey, we got 1,000. I'll show my nipples.
With nipple clamps.
Yeah, right. Somebody's got to do it.
I've already shown mine. It's your turn.
Oh, yeah. So it's my turn. Time for me to pay up, right?
Remember you? Want to see my junk?
I do remember that. That is why I'm laughing. Oh shit.
So, excuse the mess. He actually tried to build me a really cute background with one of my skull blanket background, whatever, or one of my blankets that has skulls on them as a background, and I just wasn't feeling it. So you get the whole basement vibe.
I'm just trying to shoot out a message here to the page. I can see there are people on like all these different pages, but I can't
Okay.
watch all of them at the same time. So everyone, wherever you
multitask,
are
bitch.
right now, if you could come over to our Facebook page, the Barflies.
I'm
If you
going
want to
to.
comment, you can stay wherever you are. If you don't, that's fine. But if you want to join the conversation and let us know any topics that you know that we could bounce off. We love to talk about different things and just crazy things, whether it be sad, funny, whatever. But we just want to.
Did you have a topic?
Oh, there was one I heard of recently. I forget where the original source was, but I pulled it up here. Did you see a Texas man filed a lawsuit for a date
Yes.
for a movie ticket and wants $4 back for the pizza that
Okay.
they share?
Was it that? Okay. So first, did they meet on Tinder?
Well, that's a good question.
I think they met on Tinder,
Yeah.
and then they went out for dinner.
Yeah.
And if this is the same story, if not, this is a similar type story.
Yeah.
So basically, they're going out to dinner, and she orders an appetizer. And it's an appetizer he didn't eat any of. I don't know if he has an allergy, didn't like it, which is funny because I had this conversation with Phoenix on the way to school yesterday. And I said to him, I go, so if you're going on a first date with someone and they get an appetizer and their meal and stuff like that, and maybe you guys didn't have a chemistry, are you going to spring on them instantly?
Yeah.
You're going to pay for this date, you're going to pay for half? Do you spring that on them during the date, or do you have a discussion beforehand about it?
Oh, that's...
Like, hey, Phoenix says, this is what I would say, Mom. I'm like, okay. He goes, I would say, all right, hey, let's go out and get something to eat, but I'm a little tight right now. I don't get paid till next week. How about we split it 50-50?
That's fair if that's the kind of expectation you want.
But what, okay, I should ask myself this, but what do you think the woman is going to say about that? What are her thoughts about the guy? Is she happy with the guy for being honest and upfront?
So you would think
Should
some
the
would,
guy
but some
not
would
have-
be like, if the guy is asking for half up front, right? The
He
girl,
says,
the girl
hey,
can
I don't
think-
get paid
the-
till next week. It's a little
the
tight.
girl's
I
gonna
still
think
want to
that's
go
cheap.
out. You
The
want to
girl's
go?
gonna think that's cheap. You know, I mean, yeah. When you're asking, I'm still very old school. At least for the first couple dates, guys, it's on you. Unless if it's a girl that asks you out, that's different.
Well,
But I mean, even then, that could be, I think, a confusion.
I
want
wanna
to
know what people think,
she
though.
might still be expecting you to pay.
But I want to know what other people think, though. Is that, do you think the guy is like a loser? Or is he like being like, hey, I still want to see you, but it's an off week for me. I get paid every 2 weeks. It's, I just paid all my bills. Can we go half this time?
Mm-hmm.
Is that,
It's not. I wouldn't call that unfair, but I just think that
you think he's
open
getting,
up a can of worms with certain women.
Is she gonna be like, well, like you were just saying, is she gonna be like, well, I don't really want to see you anymore if you can't pay your bills? But the guy's at least being responsible, paying his bills. I don't know. But if if that guy's down in shots of Jack and beers left and right and stuff, then maybe that's a question.
a little more questionable.
He's racking up a $90 bill.
Hi, Jen. How are you? Got Chris vodka in the water. Yes, vodka in the clear jar.
It is.
It is.
I promise.
But that is a great, valid question as far as the date. In this particular article, I was reading it as you were chatting. While they went to a movie,
okay,
the girl began texting during the movie. Literally only 2 or 3 texts. However, the male, the guy, the date, didn't like that.
Okay.
And so apparently texted her the next day, and I actually got a screenshot of it. Crystal, your behavior Saturday was not only rude, but it cost me money. I want you to compensate me for the $17 movie ticket and the $4 pizza. Will you do this, or do I have to pursue the money in small claims court?
$20,
I can
dude?
file online from my laptop and willing to do so.
Oh my God, that's a pathetic SOB.
And eventually it did. I guess what's that show? Inside Edition, trying to get them together, like to get it out. And she basically responded with, "Dude, it just didn't work. It wasn't a good date."
Yeah, of course not. Now
right?
she's really like, I'm not dealing with this psychopath.
Because she was so rude.
You know what she should do? I got the perfect thing. She should pay him. She should pay him in pennies. Dump $20 worth of pennies.
$20 in pennies
in his car. Could you? Oh
my God!
F you, motherfucker.
But it is. I think that's pathetic. That
like,
the guy
okay, so
you cut your loss.
It says
it's
2 or 3
date.
times, right? It says 2 or 3 times, right?
Yep.
If she did it the entire movie, that's one thing. No. If you did 1 or 2 or 3, are you annoyed? A little bit. Is it that big of a deal? No. That's just an insecure guy. And he's probably lucky he got the date in the first place.
And that's what I'm thinking too. Now this guy,
if he's that insecure and that worried about,
or he obviously thinks he's the shit.
And he bought her okay. So the ticket was $17 and the pizza was $4, so it means the whole pizza was $8. So
pretty much, they went for a movie and a pizza, and this guy wants his money back.
You're not missing out there, honey.
And it wasn't even that many texts. And
actually, you know what? I sound like a bitch because I'm okay with movie and a pizza, but if that guy's being that petty, F him. Go.
Josh Pineo, dude, that's dumb. Rick Bailey says he thought it was moonshine that you had going there.
Oh, I wish I had some moonshine. Apple pie.
That's not beneath her either. Right.
We can make our own.
Some of that infused moonshine we did.
I looked into that. I did. I looked into that. Like it's like Everclear and something else, and you let it sit, and then you can add flavors. We can make Skittles or.
Oh God! What? You do start doing candy ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a camping chair. Cause I'm
redneck.
I'm
redneck. You were complaining
like
about
that.
the other one, so I try to get you something
right.
more
It's comfy.
comfortable.
I'm comfy, but I'm like.
Are you still on a pillow or?
No, I'm comfy. I'm just awkward. It's awkward.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, what's everyone's favorite flavor of moonshine if you've had it before? I think, what flavors have I had? Oh, didn't we have one that had like cherries in it? We buy that in Alabama?
I think, or watermelon.
We bought something, no, not watermelon. No, it wasn't watermelon. It was something like a blueberry or a cherry. We bought at the ABC. What's ABC again? Alcohol Beverage Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, ABC store.
ABV.
Which I still don't understand why they do that. Why they have
state
alcohol separate from beer and wine.
Because here in Massachusetts, we need to go to the fucking Packy and get it all in one-stop shopping.
Hells yeah,
None of that going to one store to another. You can't get that here. You got to go there. Fuck that. I
just realized I look like an alcoholic with this big-ass drink.
It's just water.
Hey, I didn't get home from work until 7:30 tonight. I did 12 and a half hours. I'm having a cocktail.
Leave me alone.
Or 2.
Just a little one.
I'll be back at it tomorrow.
So there was a recently outside of Philadelphia, a Walmart shoplifting happens, right?
Okay,
No biggie. Yeah. 3 people get involved with shoplifting. Well, they left one thing behind.
Their baby.
3-month-old baby.
No way! I was joking. I didn't know that.
Yeah. 3-month-old baby got left behind. The baby was the baby did not belong to the shoplifters.
No, it didn't.
Unless if it was like a brother or sister. But it was a younger teenage crowd, which most likely was babysitting their sibling, right? Was out shoplifting. So
we need some.
Yeah, the baby was returned to mom, who was not involved and identified all that, was not at the Walmart when it happened.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Jesus Christ.
The 3 others involved, 3 teens involved, they all took off and they left the baby behind. So that's pretty,
head for the hills.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Oh my God.
And there was another one, a guy is suing Walmart for $100 million over racial discrimination on shoplifting. He won't see much of that, but
you hope.
no, he'll see something. He's not gonna see $100 million. And when that article popped up about the baby, I put it in for the Walmart shoplifting. There are hundreds of articles of people suing Walmart for. There was another one a couple years ago that
they're gonna sue them for making them ring up their own stuff at the self-check.
Yeah, right. There was one where it involved the self-checkout. The lady had problems with it. Even employee came over and helped. Whatever. Apparently, when she left, loss prevention stopped her. She had like $48 of stuff that was not rung up
in her panties.
So it
panties.
all in the carriage. Some of the stuff even the employee handled, during the whole process. She ended up suing and winning for $2.1 million. But one of the things that these stores do is they give you what they call a civil demand. So back in my day when I used to do this stuff, if you stole a pair of socks or whatever,
right.
They threaten you with court, or if not, well, you're gonna get a civil demand letter, and what they basically can civilly request you pay $200 for
a $10 pair of socks.
Pretty much, yeah. Law allows.
Oh, because you got to pay for the
law
filing.
allows for civil recovery in that manner.
Sorry, I want a cracker.
So yeah, at Walmart, well, they basically during this lawsuit, it was discovered that they were making over $300 million a year in these civil recovery things instead of.
But you know how many people rip off Walmart?
Well, yeah.
I witnessed it one Thanksgiving. This guy pretended like he was scanning every item, and all he did was take the item and put it in a bag and put it in this cart. Nothing went in front of the camera. Yeah. And because every single thing was in a bag, they didn't question him or look at a receipt.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah, but I hate the whole process anyway. But it's like.
Oh, you could talk forever.
Oh yeah, we could. 35 registers, 2 are open. Go fuck yourself. And even the cell phones half the time, half of those are closed.
So I keep seeing something. I haven't Googled it or looked it up, but something else is going on with Walmart. Like, are they getting rid of self-checkouts or something?
No, but
are they charging people?
No, not yet. There was an article recently. I don't have all the details, but it was saying that a recent study shows most customers would rather go through a traditional checkout lane than a self-checkout lane.
No.
I don't think so either, because I think it's faster to go to self-checkout.
Right. And I like to bag my own groceries.
Yeah.
They'll put like 3 things. I'll put like 6.
Or
I don't need all your bags.
Or some will do the opposite, like load up the fucking paper bag where it rips because they put so much shit in it.
Oh my God.
Well, they put your eggs in the bottom and all the shit on top. The bread in the bottom and.
But hey, I don't know. Oh hey, you should look up that thing about the guy. Remember that guy we were talking about? The lethal injection guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Where was that? What? Harry Connick Jr.
What about him?
His father, Senior, died. 97. He was a New Orleans district attorney.
Didn't know that.
Died recently. So,
R.I.P. Harry Connick Sr.
yeah. So,
Since we're talking about death today.
Yeah, right. There was out your way. I say your way. Leeds, Alabama.
Oh, Leeds,
Alabama.
home of one of the largest Buc-ee's. Woo! We went there, right? Did we go there? Yeah, that was the first one we went to.
Yeah. This involves a
second
Bass
one.
Pro Shops, where a man decided to strip down into his birthday suit
Ooh.
and took a plunge into the giant aquarium.
What was
And
he
there's plenty
on?
of videos. These people do that all the time. It's fucking stupid.
Can you play it?
have
Can
no
you add a
idea what you're
video?
jumping into.
Can you add videos or stuff or clips to our podcast?
Oh, I could. I don't know if I
That
can
might be
find it.
funny, huh?
Yeah, we'll start. We can start.
Oh God!
What else? What?
I don't even. Okay, I'll let you finish with your story.
Okay, one more dead story.
No, what about what happened to the guy that did
The nudes? The police arrested him. Did
Was
the
he
cannonball
drunk? Was he
plunge.
stoned? Was he high?
He did a cannonball and leap into the aquarium and then stood under a waterfall.
Thank God there's no piranhas in that
Yeah,
aquarium.
and he stood under the waterfall. Mind you, he's naked while he's doing
I
this,
know.
right?
Yeah, but it's cold, so
So he left the
he's
water
got
to
an
yell at two
innie, not an
officers.
outie.
He yelled at the two officers and then jumped back into the aquarium. He eventually climbed out the side, fell onto the concrete floor. Then police apprehended him. Faces several charges, including public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief.
Well,
The man
Bucky's
was in the water for about 5 minutes before the cops arrived.
Wait a minute. We're talking about what? Bass Pro Shop?
Yep.
Is it the big aquarium in the back of the
Yeah,
store?
well, yeah, this
No
one had a
way!
waterfall into it, yeah.
Oh, no, that's the one with
The
like the
big
fake
decorative
animals
one. Yeah,
on it.
the big decorative
Oh,
one and the waterfall.
snap!
But
You know what?
There are plenty of
I give
videos
him
of this
kudos
stupid
for
shit.
that. I give him props. I'd like to do that.
Yeah. Rick Bailey says that's ballsy. It is ballsy, right? I mean, especially after fish or whatever weird things that are in there, you have no idea.
That's
start
that's
nipping at
crazy.
your,
That is crazy.
yeah, your cranberries. And, so
Nuggets of love.
one more dead thing, and then I'll turn it over to you.
To me?
I don't know. Kansas couple is charged with collecting a man's retirement while keeping his body in their home for 6 years.
We heard that before.
So $215,000 in retirement benefits while they had the
There's some
body
greedy
concealed.
bitches out there. Didn't that just happen to us with when we were trying to buy a house in West Brookfield?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't the daughter
milking
collecting the
them.
mom's shit
Oh,
and
yeah.
then signing the? We tried to
Sign
buy
the
this
papers
house.
over
We
to
were on
herself.
hold for this house for what, 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were moving to West Brookfield, which, if you're from our area, it's actually super far. So I guess it was a blessing that we didn't move there, right? Right?
Yeah.
It would have been cool in a way because we would have been on a dead end street, cul-de-sac, have our own you're a jerk. Have our own hot tub. In that house, they actually had a podcast studio, right?
Yes.
They did, already set up. The house
We're like,
wasn't in, to
sold.
be honest with you, the house wasn't in that great a shape. A lot of work for me. He sleeps. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying.
So where are we going with that?
Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, no, just talking about how, like, we were part of that, kind of part of a situation like that, where someone, finagled and collected on a dead relative's benefits. In this case, she signed the mother's house over to herself and didn't pay mortgage for a few months, and it just, yeah, we just had to walk away. Sorry. Squirrel.
Not sorry. So those, I'm trying to, like I said, keep an eye on everything, which is like fucking impossible.
And bear with us, guys. We're
But
throwing
if
these
you
shows
could let
together.
me know how the sound is, because, again, this is just our first or second show, depending on how you want to look at it. We did the show the other night. It was literally just testing the equipment. We figured out most of everything works. There were just a couple of kinks I had to work out. But I just want to make sure the sound is all right. Through our headphones, we have a hair of an echo, but it was better than it was last week.
Yeah, I took them off last week.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't deal
but
with
I
it.
just want to see how it sounds to everybody else. Rick Grollo's watching. Karen's watching. Rob McGregor. Jennifer Shelley is watching. Marie Prince watching.
She found it. Hi, Marie.
And a whole bunch of other people are watching. This is a list of people.
So I have a question.
Gina Bradbury.
Hey, hi. That's my cousin.
Jim Fountain, a few
So
others.
I'm wondering, how many people jumped on that whole Stanley Cup? Not Stanley Cup hockey, but Stanley Cup.
Stanley drinking cup. I mean,
Yeah.
who
And
goes
does
into
anyone
that?
ever remember what the old school Stanley Cup looked like? It was like an old school thermos that your dad took it. If your dad was a truck driver like mine, Stanley was like this industrial, awesome, thermos with the top. And when they want their coffee, you screw off the top and you pour the coffee in the top. And that's one of my versions of a Stanley.
And what's the
But
price
the
of these
new
things?
current-
$50 were they?
Yes,
45 plus.
different stores like Target or Starbucks that are inside Targets were rolling out their own colors version, like a pink one. And some Target employees were fired for taking advantage of that purchase. They're like, oh, we didn't know. Yeah, you kind of I can't, in a way, well, no, that's more of a contest, so maybe I'm not saying it right. But usually, employees of the company can't partake in, a contest or a limited edition event. You have to let all the
Customers get first dibs, right?
Yeah.
If there's something
And
left later, then
you get it. Like Black Friday, if you work at a retail store, you can't take advantage of a Black Friday sale until after a certain amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of people were let go for buying these Stanley Cups. If you were to buy a couple of those Stanley Cups, you could easily put them on eBay or something and get $200 for one, because that's
that
insane.
would be exactly what happened.
And it's Sarah, my son Zach's girlfriend, came over for his birthday, and it looked like she had a Stanley Cup, right? No, she got a TikTok shop knockoff for $5, and it does exactly what the Stanley does.
Yeah. It's all that matters. It's like a brand thing, like
It
everything else.
is, but unfortunately, I heard on the Pike FM this morning, kids that are 9 and 10, they were making fun of one of their friends because they had the knockoff. Even this girl was so happy. She's got her cup and she's all like, I'm like you guys, I have this. And they're like, no, you don't. It's not a Stanley. It's not real. You're fake. We hate you. Go away. And that's what sucks. I hate that. And
But
tell
that's
me,
just awful. The kids are that way.
yeah, but tell me, did you ever experience a hint of something like that in your life? Just a hint.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was it that you didn't have but everyone else had and they made fun of you of?
Oh, gee, back in the day, I don't know. It's what were those jeans? Cavarici jeans, or
Oh my God, Z Cavarici.
Yeah.
Yes.
Things like that. Because I was never, I grew up with a single mom, not much money, so it's I got the equivalent of Walmart was Bradley's Caldor.
You were probably
clothing.
given, if you were lucky, $100 to buy all your school clothes. If that.
$100 was my.
I got 80 a couple times, and then I bumped up to 100.
Yeah.
I did, and I got made fun of because there was this not a Savers, but it was almost like a Chinese wholesale warehouse that sold clothing, kids' clothing, and my mother found out about it, and my best friend's mother found out about it. So we went to this place. It was Swear to God, it was going into 7th grade. So we go to this place. It was real nice. Everything had boxes, but they had like shirts in each box. You can get these shirts for $5, for $7, this and that. Well, my friend and I wound up getting a couple of the same shirts. They were super cute. They were really super cute. And then we got like, I think 5 or 6 shirts. And it was like $30 for these shirts. And then we went and bought our pants at the nice place or whatever. She stopped being my best friend the day her and I both showed up to picture day in the exact same shirt.
Oh.
She was embarrassed and would not talk to me. I lost all my friends that year because of these damn shirts.
That's tough. You know, I mean, but, you know, like, what are the
sucks.
odds of that, right?
It
what are
just
the
sucks.
odds of that?
It's like, kids are mean.
Yeah.
And what are the odds? Kind of less than you'd think, because her and I shopped at the same place and got the same shirts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It depends on where you're going.
Now I'm thankful for Phoenix. He's like 11th grade and he's like, whatever, it's clean, I'll wear it. I don't care. I got clean stuff. What'd you say?
Lisa Moore checking in.
Lisa Moore.
Just came back from California. Was shocked when I asked a 7-year-old what her favorite Xmas gift was, and she said a Stanley.
No way.
Of all the things you get for Christmas, oh, I got my Stanley. Oh, thank God. I got a Stanley. Now I'll be so cool for the rest of the school year. I got my Stanley. Until they fucking lose it. Right? And I could bring that up because, you know, my daughter every fucking day has her Stanley. You know, every morning.
Is it her Stanley or her mother's Stanley?
Oh, it's hers. I mean, or mother's. I don't know. I think they have 2 or 3 of them. But it's funny to watch her carry it because it's huge. You know, she's kind of small and huge. Mm-hmm. And it's, I don't know, 40-ounce type thing, right?
Oh, yeah. She brought it to level 99. She's like, I got my caffeine in this. I'm like, what?
Water. Yeah, water or whatever she's drinking.
I'm like, okay.
But yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that with that being said, it's just funny because that's all social media.
Yeah.
It is influencers. That's why those people are so popular, because they've become influencers. That is not a job that existed years ago. Can you imagine that? Okay, you're in the 90s. I'm an influencer.
Oh,
what?
People making 6 figures
okay,
off
so
of shit.
Were hair metal bands or any... Okay, so every musician in the 80s and 90s that had a popular video, are they influencers? Yeah, if you think about it. Because did you want to look like... Okay, I'm dating ourselves, or especially me. I'm 53. So back in the day, Madonna, Prince, my love of my life, Prince, you know, or those were my influencers. I wanted to look like them. I wanted to be like them. I wanted to dance like them. I wanted whatever they look like or ate or whatever I found out about. I wanted to do that. So I guess that's the first version of influencers, right?
Yeah.
It's just so funny, like how so many jobs have disappeared and so many new ones that you never would have thought when we were growing up would be a new thing. Could you imagine flashing back to 1990s and saying, I'm a social media creator?
Oh,
like, what the F are you talking about?
Right.
You know, or I'm an influencer. I have 2.6 million people follow me, and they want to do a get ready with me. You want to get ready with me? There you go. I'm done. I'm going to work. Don't get ready with me.
But you're right. I mean, you're ready in 5-10 minutes.
I'm not doing.
Yep, and that's what
16
they all
different
do it.
layers.
Like,
I probably would look better if I did 16
TikTok,
million layers.
You know, TikTok is the devil. You know, as far
but
as.
it's fun though. You can get easily
that's where I think
taken down a TikTok rabbit hole.
I think the biggest failure with social media is it is funny, it can be entertaining, all that, but you have to take it with a grain of salt, people.
Yeah.
You know, people like live by this shit, and
it's just the different age groups.
Yeah, it's like, you know, some of us older folks can be like, oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Right.
Where the younger group is like, oh my God, you see here about this, they did this and this, and it's like, no, they didn't. I mean, as us older folk can,
and
understand that.
We'll be chiming about this till the day we die because it's only going to get worse.
But it's ridiculous on the the whole social media thing. We talked about that recently. I told you I had a conversation with a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while, and we were talking about social media, and he's like, people are like, oh, the world is different today. Like, no, it's not. It is, but it isn't. There is still the same amount of murders today than there were in 1960. All right? There's still the same amount of whatever than there was in 1960.
All right.
Or longer than that.
Are suicides up?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Google that shit.
My phone is dead.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
But no, seriously, because I think that because of social media and influencers and there's everyone has anxiety now.
But yeah, that I agree with. But I mean,
everyone has anxiety and everyone's
but then they
feelings
also
get
talk
hurt,
about
and then they want to end it all because it'll be better for everyone.
More kids have ADHD now, right? They all have ADHD.
I blame the chemicals.
No, there's no chemicals. There's no chemicals.
Pesticides.
That's the problem.
Pesticides.
It's a misdiagnosis. All right, it's a frontal lobe disorder, right? So now the kids are. You tell
that's
them
when you smack them.
Suddenly all the kids have frontal lobe issues.
Go back to school.
No, it's a misdiagnosis. Yeah, exactly. You need a little slap.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. Go to school. You ain't sick. You sick? You want to go to the doctor? No? All right, well, if you can stay home, then you get no phone, you get no computer, you're going to go to bed, and you're going to rest.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from anybody else who has to chime in on that.
That's me.
Yeah.
Because that's how my mother treated me. You sick? You want to go to the doctor? Or you going to lay there? You're going to be dead. You ain't going to move.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. My mother is very Southern.
Yeah.
My 4'10" mother, right?
Bobby Huber's out there. Stacey Fresco, Alicia Valois checking in. Andrea Colby, Mr. Hoopy checking in.
Shout out.
And Bobby Huber said, "Yep." So, I mean, we just chiming in. And I'm not saying anxiety is fake or anything like that, but it is.
No, I just think it's
over sensationalized, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
And is it real? It is, but it's not like I said with the whole ADHD thing is that suddenly kids have we went from just a certain amount and now 60 million or whatever have it. It's a frontal lobe disorder. You have to have some type of frontal lobe disorder to have ADHD.
I never knew that.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, there's a and I'm not a scientist, so don't blame me, but that's just how it was explained to me.
I just pretend to be a scientist.
Yes, I pretend. But yeah, it's the kids are what it is today, and I know that social media makes these sets expectations on kids.
Yeah, and suggests things.
Yeah.
They say. But, if you're not feeling this way, then maybe this is wrong.
Yeah, that is where social media is having the effect on society. But what I'm saying is, some people say, oh, it's a scarier world now than ever. As far as murders, all that stuff, that does not happen more than it did 40, 50 years ago before social media. It's just now you hear about it. Think about it for people that are 40 or older. Think about when you were young, you rarely ever heard of a shooting or something in California, Chicago, whatever. Now it's right in your hands, right? So you see that stuff all the time because, before was the only thing you heard of is what made it in the one or two newspapers you got, if you got them, or the one of the 6 fucking TV stations you had back in that day, pre-cable.
What was your favorite TV station as a child growing up? In your tween
in Boston, TV 38.
Okay, what was on that?
Market.
All right, so you're 4 years.
The movie loft.
You're 4 years behind me, so.
And Kung Fu Theater, Godzilla.
So what are we talking about? So say 84. you're basically 10.
Yeah.
We're going a little bit past that.
Yeah. But in this market, channel 38 was a lot of movies, some TV shows, but a lot of movies.
Okay. Would you watch it like all day? Were you by yourself? Is that a weekend channel? Is that during the week?
I
channel?
watch it frequently. The weekend, during the weekends, that's when they had cartoons. First 4 hours a day with cartoons,
Yeah.
right?
You woke up early?
So, I was
Really?
So
Wow.
some days. Well, that was
not
that
like
was the
you.
downside. When I hit 13, I sleeper.
Yeah.
Well, I used to be. I was a little more like Jay. As far as
On July
earlier.
19th,
Not that early,
1997.
Yeah, I don't. Not that obsessive or early, but then when I hit 13, like today, I could sleep all damn day.
And you didn't.
I didn't.
You ran on 4 hours of sleep all
Yeah.
day. Yep.
Yeah.
And wanted to do a show. God bless.
Yeah.
God bless.
Lisa Moore saying, agree. We never heard about it, but it's on our TVs and phones as soon as it happens. Yeah, now it is, because that's the way it is now, most news stations, or even your local news station, is part of a huge network. Before it was, your local TV station only covered your local news. Once in a while they cover a national story.
You know what I've missed all this time, and I'm not trying to cut you off, I'm sorry. But, so, you and I just recently are trying YouTube TV. We haven't had cable for 4 years, right? Or 3 years, whatever. Something I missed from Spectrum is the Spectrum TV channel. Just like that local news stuff. I miss that earthy, homegrown stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're not in Boston. Why do we want to see a Boston news station?
Right.
Is that something you like? I don't know.
You know what?
When's the last time you watched a news program? Like
a while, but I actually missed that. I missed
right a little bit, right?
Yeah, I like the local news just to what the hell's going on
Yeah,
around
even
here.
if it's nothing about you, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, well, here's the weather. That broadcaster's still on. All right, that newscast, that weather girl gained a little bit of weight.
A shout out to my daughter who should be sleeping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shut off her internet
Go
right
to
now,
sleep.
Dad.
Go to sleep, princess.
We
Jay
can't
Graz,
shut
Jay
your
Graz watching.
internet off on
All
our
right.
phone right now.
Oh, I have to switch these.
Why?
Something's not right here. No, the cameras. I don't like the way. Yeah.
Do I look bad?
But yeah, I think, like the news. That's the whole thing is that all the news stations are part of a bigger network now.
Yeah.
So everything is before. You hear about everything. So, but again, just going back to my original point was that society in general is not more dangerous than it was 50 years ago. It's the same shit happening now than it was before. Some of the things that obvious changes were like you were saying, maybe some bullying because of the expectations that social media,
a lot more
creates.
keyboard warriors for sure.
Yeah, keyboard warriors, but you get the kids that, what's popular on social media is trending, in real life. And that's so if you don't have your fucking Stanley Cup, or you get the knockoff, you get made fun of because you don't get a real one. So if you don't have a real one, your mom or dad doesn't love you. That's
Yeah.
right. And that's what that's what other kids say. Now, I won't some people want to shoot at those kids, but
Shoot.
no, not shoot. I mean like yell or blame. I don't know people, not shoot them. Sorry, not shoot other kids.
I had to
Yeah, but
figure that one out.
what my only thing that frustrates me with that is that this is something that's learned. Parents should teach your kids. It doesn't matter if they have a real one or a knockoff. They have something. That's all that should matter. And
But unfortunately, you can teach that all day long.
yeah,
But kids that aren't taught that are the ones that are bullying those
Yep.
kids. And that's what's sad. But
well, that's like my son. My son got he gets bullied because he has a Samsung phone, like Dad. He has a Samsung like Dad. My daughter has an iPhone, and
So iPhones are cooler?
The iPhones are cooler. Your parents don't love you. Your dad doesn't love you because he got you a Samsung and not an iPhone. And it's like, but
So how does he react to that?
the kid that picks on him doesn't even have a fucking phone, right? So I'm like, why does
That's
that
just
matter?
more maybe sad. He's sad. He's jealous. He's sad. Right?
Oh, but it's ridiculous.
That's why I want them to move out this way, because kids will be more accepting.
Yeah.
Oh.
But who else who else has seen the
We're
effects
just rambling.
of
Help us out.
your kids with social media? Who else feels the effects of that? Kids today, they right off the bat, they want your phone, they want your tablet, whatever. They're gonna watch videos and stuff like that. You got kids that can.
We're past that
run.
stage a little bit. Thank you.
You're right, but I mean, it's funny because a 7-year-old could still run circles around you using your phone.
Oh my God, my son, who's now 25, could run a computer better than I could when he was like 2.5.
Yeah. Kids are learning through their thumbs now. Social media, yeah, not a good example around.
Like, how many times do I see, and I'm not going to fault this. It's going to come out wrong. I'm not going to fault these women at all, because I've probably been a victim of it myself in some way. But I see in grocery stores a lot of moms just trying to get their shopping done, and their 1.5 to 2 to 3 to whatever age kids are just staring at their phone. I get it. You just want a minute of peace. You just want a minute to get something done. And this is a quick fix. You're not you're not using it as a babysitter. You're using it as a distraction. Something I did as a distraction for my youngest was food in the grocery store. And I don't know if that was any better, because he became a bigger guy later on in life. But I would purposely wait. I would purposely wait. Like, if I knew I had an errand to run and I had to go to the grocery store and go grocery shopping, I wouldn't feed him. And I would give him... I would pay for everything, but I would let him eat the goldfish or the chicken nuggets from the deli place or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we all have our ways of coping, I guess. I'm kind of getting off a little bit, but of coping with social media or just dealing with kids or distractions. Or...
Mm-hmm. Shout out to, we got Chris Anthony is watching, your old 401k dude.
I already.
Barflies, Ashley watching. We got a bunch of others here.
Welcome to our basement.
Yeah, Jay Graz was watching. But I'm just sorry I go back and forth, guys. Like I said, we're on multiple pages.
Yes.
I appreciate wherever you are. I think those I mentioned are on my page. We are on the Barflies page, watching mostly.
Yes, so please go on to Facebook and follow the Barflies page.
But
I
am
way
watching.
We can get everyone's comments in one place and not miss anyone.
Angela, welcome to the show. Angela checking in. But yeah, we were talking about social media and kids, how things affect them. And again, this my point on the conversation is like it has affected kids in ways, but not like people think the world is a more dangerous place than it was before. And it's not. That's what I'm trying to separate it all. Like, it does have an effect on how or what kids are doing, because like we said, they get bullied because of certain things that are learned over TikTok or whatever other social media they watch, Instagram. They watch whatever videos or what's popular, blah blah blah. But
and they're targeted.
But people say
are targeted.
but other people make insinuations that the world is a more dangerous place today than it was before, and it's not. Like I said, whatever murders happened 40, 50 years ago, it's pretty much still the same number today. Those numbers didn't change because of social media. But Patty did bring up a good point a little while ago, like with suicide. Do you think that has been affected because of social media? And I don't know if the numbers have really been affected, but I think it is an added concern. Because kids who already get bullied or people that are depressed for other reasons or whatever, and then you put on top of that social media, insults, whatever that get posted, people get trashed because of whatever they said or look like or something like that.
To go along with that, I just hate that. Oh, I saw it on there, so it must be true. No, it's not true. Oh, well, they just did this whole thing, and this guy killed himself because he wasn't part of this Gorgo League.
Yeah.
Or this or that, so he, they killed him off. Now he's depressed, and what you see is not always real. It's manifested. It's like a movie. Mm-hmm. It's all entertainment. That's how you have to look at it. How you have to take it. You can't take it for verbatim, right?
Correct. That's a perfect way to say it.
All right, let's get on a different subject because this is
getting depressed.
Kinda, and I feel like we're harping on it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if anyone, let's see, if anyone has something to throw out there, go for it. Bye bye. Have a good night. Love you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to get up for school at 6 a.m., girl.
Well,
get your ass to bed.
Love my baby girl. I love my baby girl.
Oh my God!
What you got?
Texas grandfather was wrongly ID'd as Sunglass Hut robber by facial recognition check and gang raped after being jailed for the crime.
Yep.
What?
You know who's the three are going to get sued. Macy's going to get sued. Sunglass Hut's going to get sued. And whatever police department involved.
A Texas man is suing the parent company of Sunglass Hut.
Yep.
After he was falsely identified as a suspect in a robbery and thrown in jail to be gang raped by 3 other men. He must have been hot. And left with permanent injuries. Ooh, he got anal fissures.
But, you know what's even worse than that story, right?
Oh, and he's 61. It's not like he's a youngin'.
61. And
why is he being gang raped at 61?
He was only in jail for a few more hours. He had already been deemed that he was innocent. It was just a process. He was in jail for a few more hours. Okay. Getting out.
I want a picture of him.
Well, I don't know.
Is he a sweet thing?
But
why is he getting gang raped?
He got gang raped after he was in court, after he was cleared of
because
charges.
It's like, you know what, bitch, you're getting out. I'm gonna give you something to remember me by.
Wow, that's disturbing. That is absolutely disturbing.
Well, that comment's not what you just said. It's not disturbing that he got gang raped after he was cleared and all that jazz. Come on.
Yeah.
He's a grandfather. Who in the these guys in jail see a 61-year-old grandfather that's getting cleared and they gang rape him. They're gonna be like, you know what? You're my bitch right now.
He had an alibi that checked out. He was on the other side of the country during a robbery.
Why those guys gang raped him? Why? And you say what I did was disturbing?
He got jumped by 3 or 4 guys, and then they did their thing.
Because they're saying I'm in here for life. I don't care. You're getting out. I'm gonna give you something to remember me by or something.
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna find a picture of him though. But
Murphy, a grandfather who grew up in Texas, was in Sacramento, California, when 2 armed men stormed into the Sunglass Hut on West Gray in Houston. He was 2,000 miles away when one of the men thrust a gun in the face of the manager, Thomas Stites, and sales associate Gracie Rodriguez. You know what? You don't need to give me 4 names. Give me your first and very last name. I don't need Gracie Nayela Rodriguez Bonilla.
Everyone's getting sued. That's why.
Give me 2 names. I'm Patricia Bates. I'm not going to say Patricia Ann Bradbury Bates someday Nicholas. I'm not going to be all like that.
I wouldn't say any of that.
The suspect demanded all of the money in the store while his companion grabbed armfuls of sunglasses. Stites and Bonilla were forced into the back storeroom in order to stay there until the robbers left.
He was identified as one of the 2 men because Sunglass Hut loss prevention guy took the video, whatever, over to Macy's, and Macy's put it in their system and used AI, artificial intelligence, which identified.
Excelsior Luxottica.
Yeah.
Using artificial intelligence and facial recognition software, Excelsior Luxottica.
Luxottica, yeah.
And Macy's took the video from the lobby.
Luxottica.
Oh my god. Poor, low quality camera is where it was taken from.
Of course. Sean, what's up, man? Hope all is well with you too, brother. Oh. But yeah, that was out of Texas, right? Is that what it was?
I think so.
But yeah, Sunglass Hut.
I just don't get the gang raping, unless that's just a.
He was in a nasty county jail. It's Texas. That's what happens daily in jails and prisons, and he must have been left alone for a little while, and that was it.
Oh, so he's dead.
But he had been literally cleared of all his charges. Yeah.
Dun dun dun! He is dead. He's officially dead as of 1 hour ago.
He's dead?
So, no, I'm moving on.
Oh, you're all over the place. Oh,
I
yeah,
am.
that's fucked up. You were
So,
celebrating the guy.
Remember about 3 or 4 years ago how they tried to give this guy lethal injection? And his name was...
Oh, yeah.
His name was Kenneth Eugene Smith. He is from Alabama. Atmore, Alabama.
He's the first one in a long
time. So they
time,
tried to give him, and forgive me if I get my facts a little off. I'm paraphrasing. So he was given, 3 or 4 lethal injections, and none of them took?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? So that was around November 2022 was the last time that happened.
Yeah.
So there's a new method of killing someone on death row, and they're giving them a big old gas mask, and they're doing this nitrogen okay. Yeah. Hold on. Alabama executes a man with nitrogen gas, which is basically it's like a strangling. It takes all their oxygen away, and it's a big old school back in Hitler days mask. It takes all the oxygen away, and it kills them. Well, at first they were not going to pass it because it's inhumane and all this stuff. But, as of 8:25 tonight in Alabama, which would have been 9:25 today, it worked. He's gone. And what did he do?
That has happened before, as far as at least the injection's not taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has only a couple of times, and then.
Did you hear about the guy? One of the last guys in Florida that they used Sparky. Do you know what Sparky is? Sparky is the electric chair.
Okay.
So they put him in Sparky, and what they do to electrocute you, they put a sponge on your head.
Yeah. And
a sponge on your wrist, on each wrist. And they put the electrocution things. And they tried to electrocute him. It wasn't working. Finally, set his head on fire. And he died that way. I'm like, what the hell?
Something worked.
Oh, God. The state had previously attempted to suicide Smith, who was convicted of a 1988 murder for hire in 2022. But the lethal injection was called off at the last minute because authorities couldn't connect an IV line. Yeah, there was 4 different methods. And then they couldn't get the drugs anymore because Big Pharma, no one wanted to put their name on a drug that was responsible for killing someone, even though it's responsible for killing someone for good. Mm-hmm. Is it for good? Did you say? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy how life is.
That's messed up.
Let's do one more, because Mama's got to get up at 5:30.
One more topic?
Yeah. Let's do a quickie. Okay. Maybe I can get a quickie.
Let's see.
He didn't hear me.
All right. This is a debate topic.
Okay.
For everybody
involved. Let's go.
Everybody, pay attention now. Should pineapple be allowed on pizza?
Really?
Yes or no? Hawaiian pizza, right?
Yes.
Yes, why?
Because it's tasty. It's a nice combination with the ham.
You're okay with fruit being on a pizza, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put seafood on pizza.
True.
I don't always agree with seafood and cheese.
I'm not a big Hawaiian pizza guy, but like, it's good. It's okay. Like, it's more like a snack-like pizza to me. A Hawaiian pizza. I don't know.
I do like taco pizza. Ooh.
Go back a little bit. Rick Bailey, ever notice guys on death row always seem to have 3 names?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. Like even that Kenneth Smith, there was a middle name.
So, was Eileen Warnos on death row? And did she use all 3 of her names?
What was the other one? Hold on, she got out. Oh, I think
Patricia Ann Bates.
Gypsy Rose
Blanchard.
Yeah, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
I almost brought that up for tonight.
You sleep with one eye open next to her.
Really? You're one of the few. So, okay. So, on my way home tonight, I'm listening to Bunny XO podcast, which is called Dumb Blonde. Check her out. She's amazing. It's Jelly Roll's wife. Worth a listen. And they were going over the Gypsy Rose Blanchard ordeal. And they love her to death. So, I don't know. I wanted to talk to you about it, but I don't know if it's... To me, it's old hat. It's not relevant. She had her 15 minutes of fame. I think it's kind of fizzled out. I get the story. I know the story. If you'd like to talk about it on the next show, if you guys would like to discuss Gypsy Rose on the next show within the next week, let us know. Mm-hmm. I kind of think it's old news, but I would like to talk about it.
Okay.
Just like her whole story is interesting, but yet it's odd. There's like good and bad points to it. Like your opinion, you have a bad opinion of her. But you have to think of how she was brought up and what was done to her. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that.
All
right.
Going back a little bit, we have Aaron. Let's see.
But please send any messages to
What
the
girl,
Barflies
Aaron?
Show for any topic ideas.
Yeah,
You like
we
us
love
to-
topics. You can
Yeah.
always send us stuff.
Oh yeah, we'd like
We
to talk
love
about
and
anything.
these stupid questions.
Feel
we
free
like
to
those
add
too.
anything in our comments
Yeah.
as well.
Seafood does not go on pizza. Absolutely not. I rest my case. LOL.
All right,
by
so
Aaron
Keith, have you
Kathleen.
ever had seafood on a pizza, and what was it?
Seafood on a pizza?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? I don't think I've ever done it. I don't think
So
it's-
what's seafood? Shrimp, crab,
Shrimp,
lobster.
calamari, oh.
Is
Haddock,
anchovy
or
a
chunks of
seafood?
haddock.
Is
Anchovies, yeah.
Is it a seafood?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you ever had anchovy on pizza?
No.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
I did.
Looks
It's
all
an
slimy.
interesting taste.
Yeah.
It's salty and sort of gross, but for me, because I like salt, it's almost a little bit addictive. But you get to your point where you're just like, oof.
Well, Aaron also says it's not a good mix. Never mix fish with pizza.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, what about a fish sandwich with cheese on it?
A fish sandwich?
With cheese.
Yeah. But it's not on a pizza.
Okay,
It's
so
different.
pizza
Right, I know what
is
you're saying.
bread,
Bread,
cheese,
and
and
pizza. I know what you're going to do.
seafood.
Because
you don't have to have a red sauce on pizza.
Yeah.
Think about that one.
A buddy of mine checking in, Joe DePietro.
I thought you said Joe the Pizza.
Joe DePietro. Yep, no seafood on pizza. Gross. Marie saying no pizza, no seafood or pineapple. Joe DiPietro he actually runs a page called Bay State Eats, I think.
Ooh.
Bay State Eats, the Facebook page. I think that's it. Bay State Eats.
We should
I know, Joe, chime in. Let me know if I'm saying that right.
We should
but
do a Zoom show.
We can do that
He
sometime,
should zoom in and let's do a chat for 20 minutes.
We could, yeah.
Ooh.
He just did. He did a video the other day. I saw Joe. He was at Kowloon, which
I've never been there. I always wanted to go.
I went there once just for beers, for drinks.
Of course.
I know. I've been.
I want the whole experience.
Yeah, I've been to many places that Patty has not, but just for beer or whatever. So. But I would like to go there for the dinner experience. Mm-hmm. We could make that a date night, dear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But everyone that chimed in tonight, thank you so much.
Yes.
Do join us another time. We would love to have any topic ideas, funny stories you hear about. Let us know. Anything, any of these stupid debate topics, we love that. Hey, it buys a few minutes of chat, and we love hearing everyone's feedback on it. Would it be the pineapple on pizza, or in this case, seafood? But pineapple is, I guess, one step. I think seafood is a little too much. But I don't know. Everyone has their own preference. And like as some said,
could you imagine a perfect lobster roll pizza? Again, you gotta take the red sauce.
Lobster roll pizza.
Okay, you gotta take the red sauce off. Imagine the dough. And you have a buttery garlic base with some lobster and some cheese. Is that good? Because that sounds good to me. Ooh, that, or if not a pizza, a calzone of it. Oh, I could talk food all night. All right, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, but thank you everyone for joining in tonight. For those that are just coming in, sorry you're missing you. We are going to check out now. Kathy Driscoll coming in. Joe, definitely check in another time. Aaron, please visit us again. Rick Bailey, love to see you again, man. And my kids and whoever else is here.
So we will be kind of
Karen,
infrequent, but our next potential show could be what night? So Friday night, no.
Monday.
Monday? What do you work Monday? Off. Oh, you're off Monday. All right, let's try for Monday.
All right.
Let's try for Monday.
But just watch our page. I'll post when we have it. Thank you for loving the logo. I will have stickers soon. We'll get some stickers. We'll be happy to send to people for free. I'd love to get those out.
So remember, follow us, The Barflies Show, on all social media platforms. Whether it be Facebook, Twitch. Please check out Rumble, because I want to go live on Rumble, which will be even better. You guys don't even understand. What else? Facebook, Rumble, Twitch. YouTube. Instagram. Do we have Instagram? No. We can. Just try to find us.
We can.
Anything you can.
All right.
But definitely, we're going to also share through our premiere page the Wicked Pizza Show podcast. As well as Keith Nicholas, Petty Bates.
Yeah. I'm not really for the full name here, but we have to work on radio etiquette here. I'm trying to... I noticed our
90% of the people tonight are on his personal page. So
yes, please, again, for those on the personal page, I do appreciate you coming and checking us out. But please do join the Barflies page and check it out on that one. We'd love to see you over there. So we're just gonna. I would like to see people join on the Barfly so we can get it all on one page, and that way someday I don't have to be on 6 different things, but we'll probably still do it anyway because that's just the way we are.
That's just the way it is.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This has been episode 1 of the Barflies Show, and we do appreciate you checking us out. We're going to end it out with a little bit of music if I can find it.
Oh, and it's Thirsty Thursday. I just realized that.
Thirsty Thursday.
Ooh. Oh, so don't judge my Thirsty Thursday.
Well, with that, she's going to be...
drinking with the boys.
That's right. Oh, there we go. Mike's alive, so watch it. Whoa.
What am I watching?
Your mouth.
You want to watch my mouth?
All right, folks. Thank you again. Thank you, and again, please join us on the Barflies page, and we will be back with more and better, and we'll continue to improve our studio here, and the backgrounds and whatnot. Until then, see you next time, probably Monday.